Hey my Sagittarius babies, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. Glad to be here today. Let's see, make this a little bigger so y'all can see the table. So Sagittarius, this is going to be your August 2019 Sagittarius and Aquarius sitting in a tree. Kissing. That's what we're doing. Y'all got some shady shit up. That's what I know. This is as shady and funky as it wants to be. Okay, so we're going to do 4 rolls of 3 for each week. If you notice in some of the other readings, I did like 2 or 3 extra cards last week because we rolled in with that. But the energy is just a little bit different now. So I'm going to do 4 rolls of 3, 2 for overall energy, and however many pop out, I'll just stop calling them. The 3 for guidance from the universe. Last night I had like 5 cards just go poof. So I'm going to stop calling it. I'll just pull them, whatever they are, however they fall. So this is going to be an enhanced reading, Sagittarius, doing 2 decks using the John Holland Psychic Oracle Tarot deck as the base and the Chanel Bayless Simply Deep Tarot cards on top. I find that it gives a fuller reading, but I'm not always going to do this. I'm just August I'm being nice. So thank you to all my subscribers and everybody that likes and shares my videos for the month of August until August 31st. If you are a subscriber, you can get a $5 reading. Inbox me at tarotatarot@gmail.com or inbox me here on YouTube and let me know what's going on. You see our information down below. Yay. Okay, I'm done. Alright, let's cut the cards. Sagittarius and Aquarius. I know y'all like, what kind of combination? Hey, I'm just doing what the universe is leading me to do. I stay here for 10 minutes looking at this damn notebook. It's a Capricorn and Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, which one? So we're going to do it this way. Sagittarius, y'all got some funny stuff going on. Hold on here. So your overall energy, Sagittarius, firm foundation. Back end of that overall energy is the Trapped in Fear card. So where we are right now, the first week in August, victory and success, love begins, and discontent and boredom. Second week of August, prosperity begins, the Power card, and the patience and planning. And just a reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. Third week in August, intuition, movement, choices, and decisions, and harmony. And for the 4th week, memories of love, stand your ground, partnerships and alliances. Wow. That was not exactly what I was expecting to happen. But I have learned that these cards only tell a piece of the story. They do not tell the whole story. That's why, I don't know, I may just go to using 2 sets of cards because I got kind of spoiled now. I didn't get the whole picture, which to me is better than just getting half of it. So let's see what the Simply Deep pulls. So on top of the firm foundation, you get the 6 of Wands, and the Trapped in Fear pulls the 4 of Wands. Okay. So victory and success pulls the 4 of coin. Love begins pulls the 8 of coin. Discontent and boredom brings the moon. Prosperity begins brings the wheel of fortune. Power brings the Knight of Cups. Patience and planning brings the Princess of Cups. Intuition brings the Hangman. Movement, choices, and decisions brings the Knight of Swords. Harmony brings the 9 of Swords. Memories of love brings the Justice card. Stand your ground brings the Who Ride Chariot card. And partnerships and alliances brings the Princess of Swords. So as I was laying these cards out, Spirit's kind of saying to me, follow the diagram, which means, Sagittarius, this reading is less about you and more about your Aquarius. You're here, obviously. your overall energy is you. It's wands, it's fire. So that's definitely how you're feeling. But if you're just looking at the board, got some Taurus energy, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, Water, Hangman. You have 3 air cards. So your partner is dominating some of your time this month, and I kind of think I figured out why. So firm foundations with the 6 of Wands. Y'all are feeling underappreciated by your lover. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Y'all are not. You feel the grit, if I can, of the relationship, but you aren't feeling like you are. It feels like you're feeling overlooked or left out. And I guess if this was that way, that is probably what it would be. But that's the feeling that's coming back. And I'm trying to pick up this other energy, this shady energy. I guess I'm going to get to it. The back end of your overall energy, Sagittarius, is that you want to go to the next level, but you scared as fuck. I know. I don't think so. Maybe not. So, yeah, this is relationship shit. I'm sorry. Okay. So, you want this. You want all of this, but you're not feeling totally appreciated by your Aquarian. And Aquarian, it sounds like, might be trying to go to another level. I'll say this. You're here about going to another level. Your Aquarius is kind of like back here. So they're thinking about it too, but this is definitely on your mind. You've done this long enough, this bullshit playing in and out, back and forth shit. You are ready to move forward. As we get into the month, and understand any of this can be now, the end of the month, the first part of next month, might have happened the end of July. I'm just saying the energy is quick, it changes quick, and so some windows of opportunity may have popped open a week ago, and you just are seeing it and feeling it and understanding it and putting it in context now. So just bear with me. As always, this is not going to resonate with everybody. As my grandmother used to say, eat the fish, leave the bones. Something here for everybody most of the time. Find some little gem or something stupid. I will say, I'm just saying. So as we get out into the 1st of August, Sagittarius, the 4 of Coins and the Victory and Success, and this is kind of blending in with your overall energy. You're feeling guarded. You are not, this ain't, got nothing, this reading is nothing but this damn relationship. Oh my God. You are feeling guarded. Today, with whatever else is going on, something is kind of just niggling at you in the back of your mind. Something is going on. That's what this feels like. And you are very much trying to be in the present moment with the victory and success. You were trying to think positive. You were trying to keep things in perspective. You're trying not to become too emotional. I feel all of this. But still, it's something ding-a-linging back there, and you're not, it's really just kind of stuck back there, and you don't know you don't know what's making you feel this way. You don't know where this feeling is coming from, because as far as you can see, you know, they say they're coming home at 8 o'clock, they're home at 8 o'clock, but it's something there, you know, it's just not feeling 100% kosher. With the 8 of Coins on top of the Love Begins, some of you may be feeling like, as a trigger to however else you're feeling, you may be thinking about just not, I don't know how to say this, maybe you don't quite measure up for all the stuff that you want out of this relationship. I said that like that. And so it's kind of, and I know the memories of love is down here, the Love Begins. I'm noticing in this current energy, when these 2 cards, the Memories of Love and the Love Begin cards, pop out, there's memories and nostalgia and some bullshit, depending on what card is sitting on top. And this just feels like you are going back to where y'all first met, how you felt, what you did, what you said, and it looked like it might have been work, but it just feels like you got to put in more work than you actually know how to do, because some of the issues that you're coming across with with your Aquarius, they're things that to you are not grounded in anything. So here I go with my elements class for today. You are fire. So fire has base. If you light a campfire, you got shit there to make that campfire. I light the lighter, there it is. But where's the air? Okay, sit on that, think about it. And so as air signs, Aquarians, Geminis, and Libras, as they do things, sometimes you're not always aware, because they think at another level. Trust me, I'm an earth sign, I know one, and oh yeah, there's no ground here. So, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not putting either element down. I think all the elements have a part to play, but you need to understand the elements in your relationship, because, you know, it's simple shit, but you don't think of it in context other than what it's just doing, you know. So you moody and hyper and, you know, ready to fight the world, and your partner's chilling. But that, think about what you are. You're fire, your partner is air. With that said, the challenges sometimes for those of us that are a little more grounded, just generally and by nature, sometimes things that people that are air signs or that may have a lot of air in their natal chart, they air signs, earth signs can sometimes just kind of look at the air sign and go, what was that? Because they think at a completely different and open level. That's not to say that Sagittarius does not. You obviously need the air to burn a fire. If there's no air, when I put my candle out, when I put my little lid on my candle, bam, air gone, fire gone. So you need that in your relationship. But sometimes when it comes to processing how you're going to handle what your Aquarian does, that there then becomes the thing of the air sign kicking in. And I'm going to just tell you, Sagittarius is no joke when it comes to getting them left of center. They are no joke. None. They will go so far left, you will be just stunned. So, and I kind of feel some of this burbling down in your feet. You know, you trying to figure out what's going on. But back to this love begins. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. You walked into this relationship knowing there were some things that probably needed tweaking, needed working on, whatever. And, you know, being the Sagittarius, you the fuck, I got this. And while you like the freedom to be able to kind of move around without the restriction of, say, a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo who want, you know, you got to stay in the house and know what you're doing type stuff. You got an air sign that kind of gives you the freedom to just do you. But you, Sagittarius, always like to have a touchstone. And again, we're going back up to your overall energy. You're not feeling this. You're feeling kind of, I'm not right here to the discontent and boredom card with the moon on top of it. There's some shit going on. Let's just clear this up. There's some shit going on. Now, to what extent, it's hard to say. Now, let's pause and take it here. Sagittarius, it seems like, it feels like you guys have been busy doing other things. Family, work, school, y'all are busy. Y'all trying to do some shit. So this is the other side of that. This is kind of taking you away from the kind of attention you would normally pay. But you're doing a lot of what you're doing because you're trying to set yourself up for this right here. Now, it's not the lover's card or the wedding card or whatever, but y'all get this. It's about going up to the next level. And a lot of you are trying to do things, yeah, that too, resonating back that younger people, you may be trying to do things so you can carve space out to have kids, buy a house, do those kinds of things. Some of you are on that level. Others of you, you know, you're just trying to work the overtime, so if there's going to be any kind of event, affair, wedding, what have you, you can start planning now. And this is kind of how y'all are going with that. But something is just like right there. So, the moon, discontent and boredom. This is coming back that Aquarius are bored because you've been busy. And so, I don't know, some of you may have a creative Aquarius that likes to draw or paint or sing or play an instrument. But somehow or other, they're in an element that gives them access to options. Let's put that there. So, and not necessarily other people, but options of other things to do. So, depends on what they do for a living. They have other ways of making money. How can I say this? Good example, if your partner's a camera person for some TV station, that's not, for a lot of cameramen and camera women, that's not the only way they make their money. They do a lot of other photography related things, and that's how they get, you know, that's where the bump comes in. So your partner, and if I said all of it, somebody's going to resonate with somebody. Your partner has got other options, and through those other options, obviously, are other opportunities to do other things. And that's kind of what's coming back. Not necessarily that the Aquarius, I'm sorry, Sag, not necessarily that the Aquarius has crossed the line, but opportunity is there. It is very much there. And now this is going to sound creepy and shit, but you see I wrote unfaithful over here. And in this deck, that's one of the meanings. On the side of the moon. So just take that as a barometer. You ain't right here, but you kind of over here. And I don't want to say that a whole lot of conversation and crap needs to be kicked off. This might be one of those situations, Sagittarius, where you may just need to sit down, sit on your hands for a minute, and plot and plan. Patience and planning. Damn it, there it is. Patience and planning. Miss Cups here, keeping her distance, maintaining some distance. And I know I'm coming out of order, but it is there. So it's telling me this is not one of those things where you want to pop off real quick, Sagittarius. I told you. No. This is one of them you need to sit back and see what develops. Especially if you're trying to do all this. Now, I know Aquarius is watching this cross-watching like this. Really? This lady? No. Really? But this is life, and this is what happens. And every time we get into a situation or a relationship, you're not always ready. People are not always, what they seem to be sometimes when we meet them. Things change. People change daily. It's not you change once a year. You change constantly. So, you may have started here in the relationship feeling like, this was going to be successful, but you're guarded. Because there's something telling you something's going on. You knew there were going to be issues, and you're going back to the love beginning, but you didn't know there's a certain element here that you're unaccustomed to, Sagittarius. Getting into the second week's energy, Wheel of Fortune. So some of this is just going to be plain fucking destiny. Wherever dude decides is going to stop him, the devil is always in the details. Wherever dude decides to stop the wheel. So some things, here go the storylines. Some of you will get the low on this immediately. Others of you, it may take 6 months. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there like it is. And for a variety of reasons. Your natal planets, the hell, Jupiter's getting ready to station direct, Uranus is getting ready to go backwards, Mercury just got out of going backwards, the hell. So, depending on a lot of things, you go any kind of way. You can find out about a baby, or you can find out your lover's been a priest for the past 50 years. Well, however it's resonating, but it's one of those things, and this is the kind of energy we're dealing with. I think a lot of you already know what direction the relationship is going in, but you are trying to, again, put a positive spin on this and see, if you're really manifesting this the way that you want to, or are there things here that you need to know about. With the Knight of Cups on the Power card, your Aquarius may try to just, dummy down the situation. I'm saying it like that. Just by, oh, baby, I love you. The quick text messages, the phone calls, it's all right, baby. That keeps them in the power. And so it may be some shady, there's some shadiness going on. It may be some, shady, little deceptive type stuff. If this were reversed, that would be about it, because this is about messages from the heart. But if it's reversed, it's telling me they're not telling you the whole thing, or they're just blowing smoke up your ass, in essence, to kind of keep things at a status quo. Again, that does not mean your partner is cheating on you, but that means there's some things that could be in play that might need to be watched. With the patience and planning, we go right back up here to the discontent boredom. If you find out something about your partner, and it's cheating, or almost cheating, emotional cheating, Facebook cheating, whatever you want to call it, may not be the thing to just be to pow. You may need to do some patience, and you may need to do some planning, and just step back, because what you see, and that's the other part of this, what you see may not be fully developed, if that makes any sense. And anything you can stop development or construction or building on anything. I've seen plenty of buildings across the whole country where they started building it for whatever reason. They ran out of money, airspace, whatever. They stopped cold. So don't think this is a done deal if you hear something. Be patient. Be patient. Put some emotional distance between you and your partner. When you get into the third week's energy, you may be at a point, Sag, where you have to look at it from every fucking direction. Every direction. By here, it feels like you'll know some things. You will not have just this nagging feeling. You'll have a better sense of what's going on. I still don't think you will have a whole picture, but you'll have a better sense of what's going on. And that, the intuition is sitting there. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And look at it from every perspective. Not just here, not just here. Every perspective. If this is, I don't know why I'm saying this, so somebody needs to hear it. If this is relating to baby mama drama, new baby daddy drama, however that's resonating, don't trust that first thing that you see. Don't fall for that first impression, because there's more to the story than what you know, and it'll be one of them things that at the end of it, you might have made the wrong decision if you pop off right here. With the movement, choices, and decisions, what the hell are we talking about? There you go. And that's your air. That's your air. They're going to get busy all of a sudden. That's one of the meanings of this card in this deck. They are going to get busy all of a sudden. But really, what's underneath all of that, and that's why I use the cameraman example. I don't know why that particular example, but y'all get what I'm saying. This is that energy where those options kind of open up. And they will be in choice and decision mode, Sagittarius. Now, you've not heard me say anything at this point about you packing up and getting in the new ride, even though it's down here. Okay, let's just move these three down here. The Judgment, the Chariot, and the Princess of Swords. This is the end of the month. up until you get pretty much to the end of the month, I really would not be tipping my hand about a whole lot. What is it? The King of Cups about making, no, the King of Swords. That's the other card that's not on the, but about making decisions to keep the peace. And see, that's your air energy right there. You know, they're doing a lot of stuff because they don't want to hear you pop off, Sagittarius. I'm just saying. So they're trying to keep peace and harmony in the house, and but they're up. They're trying to figure this shit out. Trust me, they are trying to figure some shit out. When you get to the end of the month, justice, period, point blank. And whatever karmic shit your Aquarius has going on, this would be about the time. And that it's sitting on memories of love, that may be the thing that breaks you guys up. I think it may actually be more from the Aquarian than the Sagittarius, because this is not a whole lot of people, but for some of y'all, it'll just, the Aquarius will just be so disappointed in themselves, and then disappointed that you found out, whatever it is. And see, this may not be, again, a regular cheating type situation. I'm not getting that. It's more complicated than that. There's more to it. So this could be a baby mama or a baby daddy that somebody hasn't been speaking about. It could be about a child that's on the way, and they knew this when they hooked up with you, but they didn't tell you. If you run it in that kind of time frame, for others of you, it may be a baby that's already here that you don't know nothing about. Looking at the moon card, boop, boop, that kind of energy. It's not necessarily just a straight ass, they're cheating on you energy. This is going to be karmic on the Aquarian. Whatever that storyline, however it resonates and wherever it goes, this is going to be on them, and this is whatever karmic debt they owe, or whatever karmic responsibility they have. That I hear clearly. So again, Sagittarius, you may decide to try and stay through all of this, you know, even just remain guarded, and some of you may try. I don't know. Everybody's got free will, so the energy there is open. Again, I don't feel complete termination from this situation, not yet anyway. But the last week, you are going to have to stand your ground. And for those of you that may be thinking about, should I stay or should I go? There it is. That's going to be it. And understand, Sagittarius, this is a major card. So this ain't no little punk ass decision. For those of you thinking about getting married, that ain't no, you know, or if you cutting it completely off, everything, change my name, lose my phone number and some other shit, that's major, because you're going to take yourself out of your current trajectory and put yourself in a different place. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You got the Wheel of Fortune, so you have some help anyway, but it's big stuff, and it's stuff you should be thinking about, and it feels like y'all are just trying to put the pieces together. You are, I have to say, y'all are trying to remain positive and upbeat through all of this, but it's killing you on the inside, and that's crazy. That's crazy. With the Princess of Swords here on the partnerships and alliances, to be careful at the end of the month with that energy, that fly-off energy. Mars was just in Leo. Mars is transiting over to Virgo. So some of the crazy ass crap you've heard about over the weekend, whatever, that's Mars and Leo. And Sag, I know you're fire sign, but that's what Mars does in Leo, that kind of energy. I would just be cautious towards the end of the month on a couple different levels. People you're confiding in, because maybe some things there where people know people that you don't know, but y'all all know each other. Y'all heard me. So I would just be mindful of how I'm speaking about folks, not to folks, but about folks as you get towards the end of the month. Some of these people may know people you know, and they may have a different type of relationship, however that's resonating, than you do. So just understand that. Others of you, with your partner, for sure, you may need to just let that shit hang out. This might be the point after you done kind of just patiently planned out. If it feels to you like you were at the end of the story and there ain't no more pop holes, you may need to just go ahead and stand your ground, you know, and do what you need to do. Okay, so one of the meanings of this card is about being chatty. That's the first thing that hit me when I picked it up. So I'm saying that to those of you, you know, even with your partner, you may know some people at work that you don't know your partner. And you may just inadvertently say some shit to them, I'm just saying, and it get back. So, now, you keep a lid on the lip, and if it ain't your crew, you ain't got too much to say on it. But then I'm looking at the energy. I'm not even looking at what I got on there. I'm just looking at the energy. It may be just time. You know, if you're feeling like, okay, this is it and there ain't nothing else, it may be time to tell them who to what for and get the fuck on or stay. Or if you do stay, you're going to do whatever. That energy, I promise you, is going to change. It will probably intensify as you get closer to the month. So you may want to check out your personal tarot and to whatever other tarot readers you listen to, you know, listen to see if you can pick up any additional threads, because we all read at a different level. We all read differently, but if you kind of listen, the groups of us to kind of get on the same thing, so that lets me know the energy is at play. So do your best with that. It's going to be, it feels like this is going to be a month where you're going to have to moderate and gauge your reaction to certain things. I don't think you're going to be successful if you do your usual and just blow up right away. If that's how you do, whatever your usual is, especially if it's on the end of blowing up and getting loud, that wouldn't be my first reaction this month. I'd probably pull that back a little bit. And patience and planning. Princess of Cups. Put some emotional distance between you and the other person. I mean, you got to physically get up and go nowhere. But just start looking at them from a more objective point and not without the emotional, what your expectations are, and look and see what they're doing. For some of you, it may be a thing with the baby mama, baby daddy thing, where your partner is really trying to do the right thing, but the other person ain't. I'm just saying. And your partner, that might be a thing your partner doesn't want to tell you, because, you know, again, you got to deal with the air energy and how they process things and how they deal with things. Feels like a wait and see month. That's what I'm going to say. And it looks like real answers, or not real answers, real solutions are not going to come until later on this year, later next month, maybe October, November. Just be mindful. I feel how y'all feel guarded. I get that. I feel that now, because you know something is quirking up and you just can't put your finger on what it is. Stay woke, as y'all say. Stay woke. Keep your eyes open. But bigger thing is keep your heart open, because there may be opportunities here, especially with children, that you may be able to have a sphere of influence and be a positive something in somebody's life, even though the circumstances in which they may come about might not be the best. You still may be able to have a hand in helping mold that child into a positive person. So again, it's that kind of energy. You know, you may find something out like that. And I'm still not getting the thing that you're ready to just jump right up and leave. Now, you might be ready to jump up and set the house on fire, but I don't feel like you're ready to just jump right up and go. So I think most of you know what kind of partner you have, and that you're trying to remain positive about all of it. It says a lot. That means you see some potential there for it to be a better situation. You're the boss. What do you love? Fake it till you make it. Exercise your vibes and talk shop. End of the month, I would only be talking shop. There would be nothing about, girl, my man, you know, my girlfriend, none of that. It would be shop. It would be Sears, screwdrivers, and drills. That would be it. Nothing else, nothing personal. Keep it that way. Keep what you got going on in your heart, Leave, I know what it looks like, but I'm telling you what the energy is. You keep this out. No heart talking out. Just leave it. If you're going to talk about work, talk about work. If you're going to talk politics, talk politics. If you're talking religion and whatever else is going on, talk that. But leave your personal business out. You are the boss. And that's kind of the energy I got here. Y'all are going, this is really going, it feels like it's really going to be a thing of you're going to have the final decision on whatever goes on. If y'all decide to stay together, Sag, it's going to be you. It's going to be on you. I don't think the Aquarius, for a handful of them, I think they might want to dip their toe in the water and do some other shit. But for a bigger portion of you, it feels like they're trying to do something, and then it might be a thing where they just get caught up in some bullshit, not really paying attention to the details. So you're the boss here, Sag. Whatever you decide to do, shit's all fucked up, and you decide you want to cut your losses and move on, you're the boss. You decide you want to stay, be the monkey and the happy person in the show at the circus, you do that too. I'm just saying. That intuition, we talked about this earlier. Exercise your vibes. You know what's going on, Sag. You sitting here watching me because you ain't got shit else to do. For real, you know what's going on. Continue to use your intuition and don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Get the confirmation that you need to get, because that's really what you're dealing with right now. And you're feeling excluded on some kind of level and abandoned and kind of left out. That's your overall energy. Continue to use your vibes and get good at it. I'm just saying, get good at it. The more you can use your intuition, the less you have to rely on a whole lot of other crap. Let's throw that out there. Just that fake it till you make it energy. Sit on it. You hear some shit tomorrow, just be cool. You see the mask up there? The comedy and tragedy mask, the arts. Yeah, you may need to throw one of them bad boys on to you. You're gonna feel when the time is right to blow it out. I don't think it's gonna be within the next week or so. And you're gonna have to just sit on some shit, put that mask on, a happy face or a sad face, whatever you're doing. Get your opera gloves and your cape and fake it till you make it. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get to this point where you're going to have a hallelujah moment. I'm just saying. But you'll feel it. When it happens and you know all there is, you're going to know at that point. Roll with that then. Did we get everything? Exercise your vibes. What do you love about your relationship? You got all this negative energy, but let's spin that back a bit. What do you love about your relationship? What did your partner make you feel? What do you love about your relationship? That's one of them questions you need to just hang out there as things begin to unfold throughout the month. And think about, what do you love about your relationship? The better you can answer that question, the firmer your footing will be, whatever decision you make. All right, Sagittarius, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good evening and a good weekend. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.